I've always liked coming to graveyards, and I don't know if you're not allowed to walk on the graves or not, but I usually walk onto the graves and I stand there and I read or try and read the stones and imagine the lives of the people that have been buried. And it's just very fascinating how these stones are what's left after a whole life. What we're doing now is hopefully have a documentary that creates an interest and awareness of how the Irish people deal with death and relate to it, and also how the Mexicans do, and perhaps just see what the similarities are as well as the differences. And I want to try and just understand what it is about death. Why do we fear it so much? Why don't we accept it? Why can't we celebrate it? Who starts doing projects on death? You obviously start from somewhere. And this all began for me because my children are killing each other downstairs. This all began with me because when my brother died, it was like, well, why did he die and not me? Like, what's the reason that some people die and some people live when you're both brought up the same, you eat the same, got the same genes? And I couldn't understand why he died. So in a way, this is for him too, I suppose. When I came here first, I wanted to establish myself within the community, meet some people, and try and get them to understand that I was doing a project about death and loss in Mexico, but in relation to death and loss in Ireland. And I wanted to use the graveyards because they're so beautiful, and also here they have no problem with celebrating death. So everything is autobiographical that I do. Absolutely everything in some way or another, yeah.
I think Clea's work is really important in relation to framing death particularly. I think it's really important for reminding us that we die but we're alive. So you celebrate life and you acknowledge that you won't be living forever, and that there are various ways of marking your passing, but the most important thing is to live it now and be creative. I have come here and I found some lovely things and I've laid them out on the walls to dry, and then somebody has, I don't know, thrown them away or put them away, or they don't see them as treasures, you know. So that's why I've started putting them into the studio, but they're still smelly and damp. Everything that I find has to have a purpose before it's shown. And sometimes when I find something, I may not show it for 1 year or 10 years or 15 years. So I want to create a narrative about a little girl who comes back to her grave to play with her toys. This is her doll, and this is a very old Indian Mexican doll that is very much part of the culture of Sayulita. I don't know what this is, but she found it on the beach, and unfortunately I haven't dated this object yet, and nor have I dated this one. This one she found on the 5th of October. It's the Sacred Heart of Mexico, which is the pulse of Mexico. So these little things are going to be brought to the girl's grave. What happens is when a child dies, they come back of Day of the Dead, the Children's Day of the Dead, and all their toys are put forward on the grave, as well as special food.
very happy 9-year-old, but I wasn't very happy 8-year-old, 7-year-old, 6. I wasn't actually a very happy little girl at all. But I'm going to make this girl happy. No, nothing particularly did or didn't happen. I just was never happy. It's a weird thing to say, isn't it? No, I was never happy. I was always looking for something, always looking for answers, trying to understand and question things. And what did my brother say? I took up too much space, whatever that means. So, yeah, I don't know. I want to create an impact where initially the audience might be skeptical because they think that death is a strange, morbid topic, and for them to look at my work and then leave thinking, actually, death can be quite beautiful, quite positive. Not talking about it specific, but as a general thing, that death is a good thing. We should maybe treat it as a better, more important part of our lives. So that's what I want to achieve from it. I think for Mexicans, death is a state of being. But when you walk through the village, you'll see all these shops, and initially you kind of go, oh, they're very garish, and there's all these brightly coloured skulls and the bride and the groom. And you kind of go, God, that's very, I don't know, flamboyant, or they're doing this for tourists. And then you realise, actually, this is part of the culture. They do believe in these painted skulls. And everything's so bright and so colourful.
I like my
You did pretty good out. The flower works for you.
It's not too bad. Ah, stop. Yours is beautiful.
But these stones here, I think they're so pretty. And they've got flowers on them now.
Over here is
Really?
Yeah.
Show me.
Here
They've all been cleaned up and made.
Here's my uncle.
That's your uncle?
Yeah.
No way.
Here.
I've got loads of photos of this.
Yeah.
Yeah. This
Here
is your
my
uncle's
uncle.
Oh. This is your family?
Yeah, it's my family. This is my uncle too.
Wow.
This is maybe you can see.
Which?
First,
David
1 of September.
2014.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
he's only just died.
We all family come here all years,
Yeah.
and we celebrating. Is correct?
Yeah.
With my family, we have beer and meat or food and music. That to the November, all people come here.
Come here.
Yeah. Sayulita es un pueblo bonito, un nido escondido que está a la orilla del mar. Para todos es un paraíso porque así lo quiso la reina del Tepeyac.
Paul Clay said, the job of art is to make things visible, not to copy the visible, but to make things visible. Now, I'm paraphrasing him, I don't know what words he actually used, but I think that's really powerful. Yeah. I've always thought that's the function of art, actually, to make us see things.
I feel very excited today because this is Day of the Dead, and I am really anxious to see how it works out. This is all your family, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 graves. Muchas gracias. This is mad. This is brilliant. I'm grinning. These are the flowers for Day of the Dead. And here we have the offerings, which I'm sure they're going to be putting on the ground.
Excuse me, can I take a photo? See? And your photo? Gracias. What are you drinking? Coffee? No. Okay. Cheers, everybody.
Salud.
Salud.
Cheers.
Whiskey. You're drinking tequila. Excellent.
Bueno.
Really?
Salud, sí. Es buena.
Very small. Poquito. Muchas gracias. Thank you.
Uno,
Saludos.
dos, tres. ¡Déjale! A ellos necesitan tequila. Sí, necesitan tequila ustedes.
Today, Day of the Dead, has been an incredible experience and one that I am very grateful and fortunate and humbled by. I now know some of these people that are in their graves and their families, and it's just been a really special day. It's been fantastic, and it's something that maybe we in Ireland should look at. It's amazing.
Puedo